Hi, everybody. This is Allison from AllyKat Creations. How are you? Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And if you get anything from my work, I connect it on Epiphany, a mind explosion, a new book to read, a new author to explore, artwork to create. Please consider supporting my work. After the live and uploaded, all the information will be in the links section. Hi. AllyKatCreations211.com is my portfolio. So I have to upload a lot. Oops. But you'll see a whole plethora of my work there. And if you're interested in anything, please email me. I do everything privately. I do commission work. Lots of stuff I do. And then 3D memberships is a really great way for you to support me, support the channel, support the cause. And without them, who knows where I'd be. But next Friday I'm going to do a raffle. I'm still waiting on the printer. I might give away a print and oracle readings or a candle. So I'm waiting for them to take a picture of the print so I could do that. But you guys get entries, free ones. And if anybody wants to enter, it'll be in my community tab. If you're not a member, how to do so. Also, I do channel member only content videos, which is hour long, normally, depends, oracle reading that I do for the collective of the members. And there's a lot of good feedback from that. So please go check it out. Hi, Buckshot. Hi, Scott. Hi, Charlene. Hi, Bob. Hi, guys. How are you? I first want to express my deepest sympathy and condolences to Janine Steffen. She's Turn the Page with Janine. Bailey Boo passed away yesterday. Hi Ashmaya. Hi El Sunray. So that's why I didn't go on the show with Janine. She was in no mental capacity to be doing a show that's grieving, that most of us know all about with our pets passing away. But my prayers and my heart goes out to Janine. You know, I told her they cross over, they become our guardians and the next humans. So I hope she took that with stride. So I wanted to, send Ginny my love. I don't know, she'll stop in today, but I do want her to know that my thoughts are with her. I'm sending her so much strength and energy of healing and just so much love. Odin passed away and that was like, Morgan passed away and that was major, major, major. Fuck. Ethan passed away, Ethan Cat. Woo! 3 in a row. Every year I had a cat die. Freya's hanging on with Fred's right now. Fred's of love and strength and cuteness. Little Thor, thankfully, has been showing up more consistently. So excited about seeing him now every day. They stopped doing like road work. They were repaving my block. Lots of noise. That's not really here anymore. So he's been coming. I just spent 5 hours mowing my lawn and whacking the weeds because we have a little bit of a drought. The last couple of days, we've been getting these like torrential downpours, and my lawnmower does not do well with water, like grass that's soaked with water. So I had to wait, and today is the perfect day because tomorrow is going to be heat index over 107 degrees here. I am not going outside and doing yard work tomorrow. There's no way. And I'm trying to get my muscles back. Don't worry. Muscles. Trying to get my muscles back. So yeah. Anybody that watched me yesterday during the ranch read, wee bit at the end. Yeah, I had a lot going on my mind, and it just caught up to me, and I don't know what I was reading or channeling or something overcame me. There's still a lot going on. Um, Trying not to feed into the energy, trying not to. Uh, Little Thor has come twice. I think once last week he came twice. I have my window open, so if I see his little fluffy broken tail, I can go run and get him some food. But I normally keep the dry food out for him all day until like raccoon time, and then I take the dry food in. The water is always out. I'm always having to clean bowls because those raccoons come and I'm gonna wash my hands, trash pandas. Um, yeah. But he comes early in the morning. And like when I was working, I pretty much like just left the food out every day. Yeah, yesterday, just Mercury retrograde is, but I'm also having like four other retrogrades, and two of them are major planets hitting my sign. So it's just the weight of like my circumstances hitting me all at once, and just doing the reading and just it just came over me and like poured out. Like, I had to stop the video because I was like, ah! Fuck my life. Yeah, yesterday was so rough. And then today I'm like, fuck, I woke up, damn it. Um, I'm over a lot, over a lot. Um, but it's, we'll check in with the Schumann resonance in a minute, but I think where I'm at in this journey is I'm being tested, and it's coming from angles I didn't expect it to come from, because like, oh, I healed that. Oh, hell fucking no. The dark night of his soul is here again to smithereens my soul again. We are now officially in Leo season. Yay. My mom's birthday would have been August 4th. I know that's all bummers, but my mom was born first, Miss Boomer. And a lot of negative things have happened in my past on her birthday after she passed away. But I think last year I got Freya and Odin on my mother's birthday. So I'm hoping that we get some good news. Um, I know that like yesterday I have to laminate this. So this is not a degree, it's a certificate claiming that I passed the introduction to art therapy course. It didn't take me forever, but it took me a while. I just started spiritual coaching because those stupid pieces of paper make a difference in this world. Ashwaggy, yay! Um, I mean, we got Lionsgate incoming, and we're in that energy right now. Lionsgate is huge. Lionsgate has always been big. Just energetically, it's not some like fucking mystical portal that's going to open up and we're all going to walk through something. No, we are here to rewire the matrix. We're here to break the rules. We're the rebellious ones. Oh, look at all you Leos. My mother would have been right there with you guys. She was a Leo. She was a Leo. Um, I will know. Wait, hang on. Let me look at my calendar. Just a side note. I am taking care of JQ and Dina's kitties when they go off to their camping trip. So let me just see the calendar here. All right. Yeah, I'll do because I'm gonna have to end my show on Friday a little bit on the earlier side. Just because I have to get over there and clean litter boxes and feed all the cats, the raccoons, and the whole 9 yards. And that does take me some time, and I don't want to get to sleep too late. So I will have it on Friday. I'm just hoping the prints come in before then. If not, I'm gonna have to have it August 1st. Ah! As there is a little birdie, peep, 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 whispering that something's going to happen on the first. I don't hold my breath, but here's the thing, guys. If you're holding on to that hope, let's alchemize this a little bit. I don't want to not think that things are in the right direction in the world. A lot of us need that buffering zone. I sure damn do. I'm don't know how my bills are getting paid. I'm like, again, I'm not here to complain or solicit. I'm like at bottom. I'm not trying to think about it, but my expectations for August 1st, I am not putting expectations on it. That's how things don't manifest. So the key to manifestation is once you put it out into the ether, you let it go. So don't expect anything to happen on August 1st. Don't expect like the Monopoly guy to come out and like everybody gets their $200. Let's just put the energy up there that something really good's going to happen with no expectations, no ifs, ands, or buts, and that happens for everybody. Yeah, Dina and Jason did have somebody else lined up. I think. I don't know if they were lying to me about it, but it sometimes happens. I know they don't like to ask me, but I'm like, I'm home. I could do it. It's not a big deal. I'm not trying to be Jason though. And what's shocking is a lot of you see, I'm more on now YouTube watching this show. Hi, Mary Jane. I'm on YouTube watching Jason and not on Rumble. And the new people that are coming in, it's hysterical. They're like, oh my God, this is the longest one he's been doing. Dude, he's done 72 hours. Like most of us have been awake for 24 hours listening to him. Like, oops. Yeah, so it's a trip being on YouTube watching Jay than Rumble. I could say that. I could say that. Um, I hear something behind my window. Sorry, I don't see any like shadows of birds or anything. I might have a bird. I do. I have a little birdie. I have a little birdie. He was a little like brushing up against the window. So I'm like, what is that noise? Because I don't see little Thor. Um, okay. It's a little turpentine around here. I don't have terpenoid, but someone liked one of my signs that I made up on my website, and I sold it at a crafting event. So I'm gonna recreate it. So I got the materials for that, and I'm using oil paint. It gets messy. And then if I have time, I have that's a splinter right there, totally. I have a cloud. You know what it is on you on from Rumble? Like I get everything clear on Rumble, but the chat, I'll like do like, hey everybody, and at in everybody's name, and I'll like be a paragraph and I'll send it and it disappears. And it's not because the chat is going by too quick. It's just because my shit just crashed and I have to reboot. And I don't put another window out. I leave it on. I've had black screen more times on Rumble and wasn't able to chat, not because a moderator took me out. Um, under duress, I don't know. So I'm going to be using oils today. This is my peanut choice, by the way. They're just super expensive. Oil paints are very, 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 very expensive. Very. So I have to get everything on sale. Yeah, I'm not alone, but that was happening to me even when I was doing everything, setting up the show and everything before Dina took over. Like, and I'm like, look, Dina, I'm not exaggerating this shit, and she gets the same problem. So so far so good that they didn't take him down on Rumbles, but she, I told her don't play the music and you're good. Yeah, we have an eclipse incoming as well. There's a lot of energy culminating right now. Let me do this, Schumann. Um, I don't know, and like yesterday was calm. So I don't know like what came over. I mean, obviously life and stress and like my circumstances are shit right now. Big time. Mercury retrograde's kicking my ass. The three other planets and two have Jupiter and I think Neptune are in my sign. Fuck. Like disaster. And doing the reading yesterday, I was reading spiritual stuff. Like it's talking, the Urantia book was talking about religion and like what actually spiritualism is. And it was like, oh, I agree with a lot of what they said. It's not, I don't align with all of it, but I aligned with a lot of it. And all of a sudden I'm like, I don't even think it was a panic attack. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, there's been a few lives that my chat stopped working and I'm like, okay, what's going on? I don't see the chat moving and I don't, you got 15 of you is watching me. Whoever's in chat, hi. But I don't notice right away. And then all of a sudden I'm like, ah. Yeah. I mean, I'm under a test. It is Mercury retrograde. And I know everybody's like, well, that's an excuse. The energies are funked. They're funky. Like right now, I'm trying to expand so you guys can see it. Look, we're really calm. This is calm. This is calm. This is great. This is like where we want to be. Um, Power is at 23. We're still at high frequencies though. We're at 8.12. That's high. No blackouts or anything in the electromagnetic background. Even this is calm. I mean, it's not necessarily calm, but it's calm. Hi, Melisandre. The field's a bit high. That's the electric field. So we are getting zapped with stuff. I don't know, maybe I got zapped yesterday. I mean, I had sand weights on my hands earlier I did 5 hours of yard work. Sand weights, and then I have a belt, it's 12 pounds that straps onto you and it holds the weight in the front and in the back. And I mowed and weed whacked. Like I'm getting my muscles back, getting ready for work. Yesterday I just and it was the first time ever me doing a book reading. I was doing the Rancho book, The Nature of Religion, and that's something that excites me because the last stuff was pretty interesting perception. And out of nowhere, the waterworks were coming up and I'm like sniffling and I'm like, I don't like to look that ugly on film. I should have been happy. I passed the test with a 92 to get my intro to art therapy course done. Tobacco, you too. So yeah, the energies have been a funky. Not too great. And I'm wearing a dress because I was super masculine earlier. Now the feminine comes out. And then for all you channel members, sorry, Saturday was that reading was not happening. I went out on a date. And then we had really bad weather in the day and so anytime there's like bad weather incoming, meaning like 70-mile-per-hour winds, I won't record only because if I'm stuck doing a video and my power cuts out, I lose it all. Like Zoom doesn't save it. It just cuts out. And I didn't want to risk that because my readings take me 2 hours to do, and the video is usually an hour when I'm doing oracle card reads. So I didn't do it on Saturday for that first fact, and then I had to drive 30 minutes to my date. Let's just say it's nice to have a man be a gentleman, to open doors, to cook. I was very impressed, and I hope there's another date. Yeah, I can't obviously wear these at work because the kids will just rip them out of my ears, but I can wear them here. And this, so I have gauged holes. This is abalone shell. I have a bunch of different gauges and stuff. So the second hole is gauged as well, but I can slip these in with the other pair of earrings that I have there. Thank you, Bob. So yeah, date went really well. It's nice to have a man treat you like a woman. It's nice. So that is the same as that. Please don't be hard. Please don't be hard. Palette knife, palette knife. Hi, Barbara. I don't know where my accordion went. You know, those they use them, you use them for toothpaste containers, like to get the last of the toothpaste out, those you crank it. I have one somewhere. Couldn't tell you where though. I'm gonna add my favorite color, oil paint blue. I hate gloves, but yeah, I had a nice time. You know, in order for us in this world to manifest and do different, you have to do different to get different. And a part of what we're all going through is these massive changes. And I know I'm in the massive testing higher self. Um, big time purge, big time moving on. But I listen to, I know Scott Pace has been listening to very similar videos that I have. And it's like about the dark ones, the dark chosen ones, and we're not chosen. It's just what they choose to call entitle that crap. A lot of us came down to rewrite the matrix. And we do that with our frequency and our ways of life. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, not fun. I don't like this palette knife. It's not bendy. I need bendy. Not bendy like that. Why don't you use a palette knife, Allison? You know, rather just use my beautiful paintbrush. So I'm not adding any liquids to any of this, only because I'm epoxying on top of it and it takes longer to dry if I put linseed oil. Ooh, the coppers are out. What's up, peoples? Hi. Hope all of you are having a blessed and beautiful day. I need WD-40. Bigly. Oh, okay. I went to Office Depot to get envelopes. They didn't have them. I have to see if I can order like not a box of 50 because those are really expensive and I have no money right now. I might have to actually make a box for Buckshot. But I went to Office Depot the other day, and let me tell you what, those big paintbrushes were $1.99 on clearance. That right there, there was like a set of like 3 or 4. $1. You gotta go where you get the deals. You gotta go where the deals are. So I'm probably gonna have to paint this background because it is seeping. So I have a very unique brush stroke. Very, very unique. I pick up on their frequencies and needle pokes. Interesting. Well, I will tell you guys a little bit about my date. He took me, so he lives near a really nice lake around here. It's like 30 minutes from my house. And he took me to the lake and we looked up at the stars. And mind you, the UFOs that were in the air. Mind you, that's UFOs. I had a lot of pitching in my ears the last couple of days. High frequency, very high. It's like the tuning fork, but times 10 in my brain, in my ear. It's like my head rattles. I don't know if anybody else has been having that. The head rattling. I mean, it would help if I used a oil paintbrush, but we're gonna wing it today. I yelled at them for not coming down and manifesting. I'm like, calm down. Although unbeknownst to me, I mean, obviously where we went to sit on a bench and look up, I was on like Christian cult territory. It's like Mormons, but they're not Mormons, they're Catholics. And they have like land that they own and it's just for them. Mind you, did not know that stuff existed out here, but it does. A little creeped out. I wasn't gonna lie. But and the thing is too, though, I have a lot of star families. We don't have just one. We have a lot. Um, I don't think I'm getting my serious uploads. I think I'm getting more Arcturian uploads again. When I first woke up to the starseed paradigm, it was all about Pleiadians. All about the Pleiadians. All about Palladians. Like I have Barbara Messiniak, that's one of the first people I read. Just to get a better understanding. I have like the councils up there, like all those books up there. Majority of that is all Palladian interests. And then I moved on to Alpha and Beta Centauri. And then Sirius. Um and then I have neutral beings that work with me, but they don't necessarily, I think they're like from here, Tolosi, the Telosians, the inner earth peoples. I know I'm a part of that. Yeah, we all have to remember we're multi-dimensional. So if we were to be just one thing, that'd be boring. when you have an affinity for a star system, that's usually because you're getting the uploads and the downloads and your DNA activated from that system. So you're going to feel the affinity to them and them only until you come to the realization that you're not alone. I'm just building up the background at this moment in time, going back with the smaller brush. But a lot of people don't like to admit that. They think they're just one type of star seed, one type of envoy, one type of this and that. And it's not the case. You're multiple things, and each of those are different densities of experience. So social memory complex of Quo, which inhabits Ra, they usually work with Sirius and some of the Centauris. For those of you that love the galactic stuff out there, I think our little princess is going down. I saw an article by the Sir Doctor of Exopolitics. He made a post about Charles Moyen and how certain things are being retracted and the bullies are coming out and everybody's infighting again. It's very interesting, you know, because I know Janine had what's her first name? Rose. Oh, come to me. Megan. And at some point she was attacked with Valnek and that whole thing because Elena could not, I'm using her name, but that will be the last and only time I say it, lost the narrative. And it was very interesting to we're seeing a exopolitic guy sidestep his shit. Like, are you finally seeing the narrative, bro? That I saw years ago? Bruh. Finally? Finally? Um, that's a potential, Scott. I know that there are beings that are inhabiting different systems to keep themselves a little on the safe side. I actually adored her. I really did. I adored her when she first came out because she was in Telegram, and I was a part of listening to Raven and a few other galactic people that were tackling Ashion Ding content. And she would pop in. Thorhan was trying to pop in as well. You heard distortion and some interesting stuff. And I'm not invalidating her experiences, but she has a narrative that is being strung along. Both of them are Melisandre. I just saw that comment. Both of them are bullies. They're trying to control a narrative. They protect one another. I have a friend of mine, Erica. She has Women of the Stars. She goes to a lot of conferences. She's a beautiful soul. I love her, and she does shows with Terry. Terry helped me with the Stargate meditation. She did a Robert Monroe trance with me, and it worked. I got to close the Stargate. But early on, Miss Envoy would tell everybody, and she is a shaman, and that's one of the major reasons why I watched her. Oh, channeling is very dangerous, and it's this, that, and the other thing, and don't do it. It's dangerous. I could do it because I have a chip in my brain, and yada 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 yada. We all channel. Oops, cat's out of the bag. Where do your thoughts come from? Amy, Auntie Amy's here. What's up, Auntie Amy? What's up, Amy girl? Yeah, so she was going on and on and on and on for some time, like, oh, only I could channel, and that's very egotistical of someone to say. Yeah, there is dangers if you are not aware of what's coming through you. If you're not doing your spiritual work, yeah, a lower fourth entity can come right through you. But is that about fear and controlling the narrative? Yes, it is. When someone tells you not to do something, what do you think everybody's going to start doing? I'm not into when someone I recommend everybody trying to learn how to channel or understanding the vibrations that just come within you to speak, to analyze what messages you're getting from upstairs. And some of it for many of us is feeling. It's not necessarily a voice going, "Oh, you got to do this." Um, Now, I will say another person out there who has an illusionist in his name, he's been taken over as well. Now, that doesn't mean he's not channeling honest stuff. That just means he might have been bought out. When money comes into the mix, people change. You know someone's authentic when money doesn't change their behavior, when their mission sounds the same. It might morph a bit, but there's authenticity when someone's talking and you're feeling their energy and you are starting to feel it too. And you know if they're coming from a pure heart space or they're just bullshitting you some bullshit. And if we know anything in this, and especially everybody that's for the most part watching me, scam marketing. Scams. Oh, this is the nectar of the gods. Oh, this is gonna cure you. It might help you, but I bet you anybody can go look up some ingredients and go, wow, that's $150. I could go on Amazon and get it for $20. Uh, oh, but it doesn't have this technology in it. So you're putting terminology to things that I can make by myself. Cool. I got birdies fluttering in my window. Oh, my higher self has been, oh, so this is another thing I wanted to speak about while I'm doing this. Um, this is something that has been happening to me. When you're calling upstairs and they're not answering, that's been happening to me. So yes, when I'm doing my cards, they're coming through. When my mom came through, that was my mom when I channeled her. Um, but when I asked them about clarity, situations, help, help, flatline. That's going to happen to at least everybody. It's going to happen to everybody where spirit kind of shuts themselves off from you. That's been a lot of my frustration, bigly, because I'm asking for help and it's not necessarily coming. It's so there is divine orchestration happening in my life. Obviously, I did different. I went on a dating app and I met a really nice person. Taking it on the slow side, but there's probably a lot of potential there if he can tolerate my ass. I'm not an easy person to get along with. Just putting that out there. Um, but that's divinely orchestrated. That's not me going, "Hi universe, I need a man," and then poof, here he comes. That was me not putting expectation into anything and just going and allowing to have myself to have fun and look at cute guys and see where it goes. That wasn't me having expectations that I was going to find anybody. Do you? I'm stressing the don't have expectation thing because and that's something that popped in my brain earlier. When everybody's talking about August 1st, what are they expecting to come into their bank accounts? Or massive something happening in the world. They're expecting it as if it already is, when you shouldn't be expecting anything but putting the energy out there that change is coming. Because once you put too many fine-tuned details into that, and I know we've been taught that that's what you want to do when you manifest, like get specific, really put it out there, but you got to let it go. Because the universe is like, you wrote a letter to the universe, hey, I need X, Y, and Z. You ball it up and then you send it out. You can't change it once you sent it out. You put orders in. So now the universe is the chef cooking and orchestrating energy to match what you need in the frequency that you're at. And now all of a sudden you're like, oh, but now I want this. So you just fucked up the order. Does that make sense? You fucked the order up because now you're changing your fucking what your first letter. You want something that like no. And this is what happens and what's been happening with the timelines and with everything. Too many people are putting expectations, specifics that are so fucking brick solid, it's not going to happen the way you expect it to. It's going to manifest differently. We're not up there yet to go instant manifestation. Up there is my dream guy, and he has all the fucking everything. And oh wait, here's a Sarah Jacera. Up here's all the money in my bank account. It's not going to look like that. And but we're being drilled by certain people that it's going to be like that. And I just want people to understand that it hasn't happened that way yet. It may. Look, I would love to have this stuff happen, not just for myself, but for everybody. Because if we can all get content, we can start manifesting communities. We could do what was like divinely orchestratedly told to us through a lot of other spiritual people, that we're supposed to join in communities and help each other out and barter and get stuff going. Right. And that's a beautiful way to putting it, Charlene. I learned not to have expectations because you get your hopes up, because many of us, like, seriously, like, I cried during that book reading yesterday. I'm overly, like, overwhelmed with, like, thank God I got like, I have white, literally now the white hair is starting to pop in. It's enough. And it's not a hole that I would have preferred to dug myself in. Sure, I would have loved to have a new car in the driveway. I would have loved to have a actual, instead of a blow up hot tub, a actual hot tub. You know, like, I would have had 20 million books in this house, right? But that's not where the money went. The money went to feed me and to keep me alive. That's why I'm in a hole. That's why things are rough. It's not because I went out and did some, like, irresponsibleness with life. I had to live. And then now there's no way of living, right? You know, and I don't want expectations that are so fine nailed into the tomb that when something does happen, you get your dreams and everything crushed because you put so much of your feelings and effort into this one thought that you weren't thinking outside of your paradigm to go, oh, well, if it happens this way, that will still benefit me. If it happens that way, it'll benefit me. You know, that it's just really scary for many of us. I'm not alone at all in the struggle, but I'm noticing the pattern that when we are doing the same thing, the same shit manifests. We got to go back and now do it differently. I think the government fucked up the timeline, and white hats, black hats, it don't matter. They fucked it up because it wasn't supposed to be top bottom. It should have been bottom to top. If you're going to undo a spell, you got to work in the opposite direction that it was casted in. And leaving us all hanging, oh, August 1st. Oh, it'll be September 11th. Oh, it's going to be in January. Okay, and you keep pushing the needle back as we're all suffering we've been in this state. It's not like this happened and the world collapsed. Yeah, I don't know what overcame me. It's just I was reading, and now out of nowhere I just started bawling. Like, I couldn't keep my composure any longer, and I had to take a break. And I was like, at the end, I'm like, I can get through this. I was trying to persevere through the welling up, that, like, that's my body overwhelmed and stressed and just depleted, and just in that moment, as I'm doing what I love to do, I love doing readings, the waterworks. And I'm a fucking badass bitch. I don't necessarily cry. If I cry, spirit's here, and we know that. So I don't know if spirit overwhelms me. I doubt it. Like, I collapsed, like, at night on my pillow. I ripped my tears out. I went through a very deep, heavy purge. I needed to get it out. I mean, I've been going outside, guys. I think I don't have a raspberry bush. I think I have a blackberry bush. Blackberries are coming out. I don't think they're raspberries. But like I've been going out every day and grounding my energy, hugging my tree, going out barefoot, like just making sure I'm super freckled from the sun. I have a ton of mosquito bites. Not happy about that. What's up? Don't worry, be happy. We're getting there. I only brought 2 sets of gloves. I'm a jerk. But yeah, like yesterday, Charlene, you saw me at my collapse point. Like I couldn't hold my feelings back. I ripped loose, and when I went to sleep that yesterday night, and I went to sleep early yesterday. I should have been happy yesterday. I finished my course for my own name. And that's just an intro. I'm skipping to spiritual coaching because I want to start writing, putting together what I want to do, which I'm going to incorporate it on this channel because, everybody sells courses nowadays for $400-500. Not me. My God, my work is from God, and I'm not charging that. Especially it's going to be Dark Night of the Soul. I'm going to be tackling the Dark Night of the Soul using art therapy techniques, spiritual coaching guidance, just to make it legitimately sounding. And I want to help people go through the process of things that helped me and are helping me currently getting through fucking hell. But the Dark Chosen One videos have been eye-opening in explaining, like, oh, why did your soul choose this shit path? Thanks. Because we chose the shit. The one I listened to earlier, I'm gonna see if I can get the link to post it in the link section for later. Basically was saying we're here to rewrite. We're here to rewrite the matrix. We're recoding it. We are rewiring the frequencies. We are bringing in heaven to earth, but we're doing it, some of us, not everybody, some of us are doing it through the darkness. And I'm going through that initiation right now, and it fucking sucks. Asshole. Charlene, the day that I stop learning, this physical vehicle will have transcended. Plain and simple. The day my soul transcends is the day this physical vehicle no longer learns. I am always in a state of learning and evolving. None of us are perfect. I am sure as hell fucking not perfect. I don't care how divine I am and what comes through me, I am not perfect. I'm having the human experience and we're not meant to be perfect. The perfection that we are trying to achieve is becoming our authentic selves and then merging back into source, knowing that we are the creators already. It's just going through the ego death so that we are not seeing it as ego, we're seeing it as divine. And the beautiful part about the spiritual coaching, because I started it just the beginning of it yesterday, the woman, or it's AI speaking, she was basically like, yeah, there's no religion to this. There's no gurus. And the journey is a forever healing journey. Healing doesn't stop because you heal one layer of your lotus. My lotus keeps unfolding like a son of a bitch, but that's a path my soul chose to do. It is helpful, El Sunray told yeah. It's helpful because like if you resonate with it, I watched it earlier today. It makes sense. Like why you have to go through all this pain and struggle and hell. Why can't I get a good job? Well, maybe it's because the one I'm trying to make now, it's not being accepted by the matrix at this moment in time. Um, I will disclose, I have nothing to risk at this. For those of you who know about the Truth Tour and Denise, she's been in contact with me and she's a part of this people for people and you can't find it anywhere. It's a grassroots movement where if COVID happens again, and this is where my problem hit in New York, where hi, now you have to get a jab in order to work, and you're going to get fined, and the Gestapo is going to come to your business if no one is showing their papers. I couldn't get a job because of that. I had to leave New York and find a place that had options, choices. Oh yeah, Ashmaya, half of you that are in the struggle, going through the struggle, know about that struggle. Most of you are. Especially us that have hit the hermitim, that we've been isolated for some time, that society doesn't really recognize us. And we keep getting looked, and I know that I'm being protected, spiritually speaking. I know that for a fact because if I have done 23andMe and Ancestry and all of those sites, I should have been dead or stolen or abducted by now. And something good is here because I didn't have the chicken yet. I did not have to chicken. Monkey butt. They're over there. So Big Thor, Big Teddy Bear Thor and Scooby-Doo, I had to move them. I was having a hard time getting out of my seat and moving. But we love Scooby-Doo and we love Loki. Freya has been keeping them company. So that's what's in the frame. Um, so I don't have, I might have to go to the store for this. I may have, but instead of thankful, we're gonna have blessed. Blessed in silver, and I'm gonna add some feathers to it. Um, of course, my ass is seeing why I cannot have I have paint and background. Nope. Bye, Felicia. I'm not gonna lie, like doing the Hermit's Journey episodes that I did back in I started with Plato's Cave, and then I read Manly P. Hall and Nisha. Mind-blowing stuff, because both of those represent, especially both of those authors have wrote about hermits and the journey of someone going within themselves, and now like regurgitating out to like what we're trying to do is change the paradigm, and like fuck you, Zarathustra. Yee. You know, Nisha. Oh, hi, Spirit. Hi, Lisa. My day was spent getting my muscles back in shape, you know, trying to get rid of this little excess flub going on right there. Um, you know, I start work August 13th, and I'm gonna have probably children I'm gonna have to wrangle up and pick up off of furniture and pick up onto the changing table. And some of them are not little kids. They're not like, I have little, 3 and 4 year olds, but some of them are like 6, 7 year old presenting in height. They're freaking huge. I know, I will. Chicken! I love my chicken. And Charlene made chicken. I still have to go through and find my penguins. I needed that coffee. I'm a coffee snob, apparently. I think I like this better than the original one that I did. Oops. Well, who the person that ordered one of these signs, they're gonna get my better work. Tell you that much. Oh, is Dina and Jason? Well, I love to say Dina and Jason, but it's really Jason. Is Jason on? Yeah, they're on. Okay. I look, I'm hoping that Jason finds the magic sauce in figuring out if August 1st will happen for any of us. A weeboo! You do need to send me the Aweeboo, Auntie Amy. Auntie Amy, tell everybody what happened at your place the other day. Auntie Amy had an experience. I think she needs to share, but it's okay if you don't. So here's a very fun fact about me. I am super anaphylactic to sulfur medications. Um, like anaphylactic will die. And my rheumatologist tested me out as an adult with sulfur. It's like, oh, you might have outgrown that. Yeah, no, I look like I had third degree chemical burns on my body and I had to go into the hospital. That was delicious. Delicious. That experience sucked ass. Right, but payday for whom? That's my question. That's going up there for now. Yeah, when I want to say 4 or 5 years old, I had a very bad case of strep throat. And my mom took me to the doctor, the pediatrician, and the pediatrician put in an order that had, and no, go figure, no one knew what was wrong, that I would have a reaction like that. And I took the medication, and within 2 hours of consumption, um, I could not walk. I remember this literally every moment of it. Like my whole body went blue, purple in some spots, and I remember my dad getting me into the car. My mom sat in the back trying to keep my airway open, got me to the emergency room, and like my dad didn't know what to do with me. He was handing me over to a nurse. They rushed me back and they pumped me up with epinephrine and Benadryl and holy fuck. And I remember every moment of it, and it sucked ass. I was really young. And from there, like, not okay to have sulfur. But even like, I'm allergic to soy, as in taking all those biologic drugs for my arthritis. I became allergic to chlorine, like anaphylactic. I had allergies to chlorine, and but never knew it was. But now it's anaphylactic. Soy is not anaphylactic, but it will give me hives. If I have like Chinese food, I do take an antihistamine. And in a preservative sense, like soy's in everything. You can't get away from that for the most part. Hi, Spirit. Scott or Ashmai, what's going on over here? I'm drawing them demons in. Bob, you're not going out tomorrow, honey. No, you're not. If you get out at 6 in the morning, I will say okay. But your area, all the way down there in Tennessee, is going to be wicked hot. Like I'm not even getting the heat that I think Barbara, you're getting the heat. Like it's going to be like don't go outside. Thank you, Charlene. Yeah, so everybody read Amy she sent me a picture. She has obviously cats, but she had a black cat run from under her coffee table to behind the couch. And I don't think she was freaking out, but she messaged me. Um, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, my dragons have been so okay. mowing the lawn. I'm in my zone with my music, bopping around. And, I have like a 12-pound vest on. I have my thing. So I'm like working out as I'm mowing. And I get to my little part of the garden and I was swarmed with butterflies. Then I saw some plasma weaving in and out. Hi, dragon. I haven't been outside since I mowed, but it was actually really pleasant outside. Like I came in soaked because obviously I was like, moving my hands back and forth. I was weed whacking and like clipping and stuff. So like I was soaked. I needed that though. You definitely got a cat spirit, girlfriend. But yeah, no, Bob, you're not going outside tomorrow. Mm-mm. Scooby said so. We're supposed to, after this heat wave comes, we're supposed to cool down. I'm just hoping my berries don't get messed up in this weather. I picked four and I want to say they're blackberries. I didn't taste them yet. I have to wash them, but I picked four that were like, yeah, they're ready to go. The rest are still blooming out. Um, I have to cut some of the dead branches and stuff. Yeah, if it looked like a cat, Amy, it's definitely a cat for sure. Like at this point, like anything, like if this is where, um, for those of you who were watching the Time Is Now podcast yesterday, um, 3D views Satan as evil. My 4D thinking says, well, no, we got to take a step back and look at the inversions of all things and understand that God said, and let there be. And here we all are, including the devil. Devil is God, a part of God. We're a part of God. We have an evil nature and we have a good nature, and it's coming and striking the balance within between the both. Because your bad ass side needs to stick around to help your light side. Because if you're too soft, fuck that, people take advantage of you. We still live in a 3D construct. We still live in a 3D construct. So if we think that everything is out to get us, the boogeyman is out to get us, he's going to come to you because you're attracting that energy to you. When you take a neutral approach to the boogeyman and go, oh, okay, what am I here to learn about the boogeyman? Oh, really? There's nothing really to be scared about that. It loses its power. So by people talking about it, it's like Freddy Krueger. You keep talking about it. You keep thinking about Freddy Krueger. He's appearing in your dreams and he's murdering you. If you keep thinking and dwelling on the Satan and all these people have done this horrible stuff, it's going to perpetually keep perpetuating. That's an Offspring song, kind of. I can remix it. Oh, that is junky outside. I'm sorry, Barbara. Please be safe. Don't go out tomorrow if you don't have to. I don't. I'm gonna check my email. I want those prints. I don't necessarily. Fuck. It keeps saying I'm on a streak. This life coaching thing. I'll put it in the background. I didn't get a email from the printing press yet. Amy, you're developing, honey. All of our abilities are heightening bigly. I was sitting on the bench with my date, and we're literally seeing like Starlink, but we're also seeing things zipping in and out, and it's I'm trying to call them now down, and it's like, okay, if we're in the Truman Show, they're in a different density, and we're viewing the little fragments of them. Cool, come down, say hi, manifest. I want to see your ass. Give you a hug. I also told you to sage, girlfriend. Look, look, we know I sage all the time. I still got spirit here. Doesn't it actually entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Sage is antibacterial. It's really good to sage your house every once in a blue moon. If you're not into saging, it's still good to light sage. It helps with the bacteria in the air. Entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Opinion. Scott, how's the fire by you? We had some like the other on Saturday. I was with my electric. I get very hesitant when they say there's going to be 60 to 70-mile wind gusts. Like I have an American flag. I have a 1776 flag I fly in front of my house. I take those down. I don't want my siding to get ripped off. And I put all my lawn furniture down. Not that anybody goes in my backyard, but I put everything down because I've had so much damage in the last year from windstorms like that. My internet goes out. And if I'm like in the middle of doing a reading and it starts raining and the wind gusts pick up, I will lose everything if my power goes out. Thank you, El Sunray. Absolutely did. We did. And, unfortunately, children are the biggest manifestors of PK manifestations and of poltergeist activity. And those people that cannot detach from spirit hold a part of their fragment back. Oh, that's good. But when I was listening to the show yesterday, I had to kind of tune it out again because, oh, the devil and these people and the blame. And I get it. We don't want harm to the kids. We don't, but the harm is already, and it has been, and it's perpetuating in different ways that people are ignoring. You know, I hope August 1st happens only because there's a lot of children out there starving right now. There's a lot of children out there that their parents have to work 7,000 jobs because they can't stay home. They need to provide because the economy sucks. I don't care who's in office, Yoda, Penn, or 47. It doesn't matter. This shit's happening for a reason. I understand that, but I think at this point, it's a fucking excuse to keep saying, oh, yeah, it's because people have to wake up. It's an excuse at this point. Anybody else seeing that? It's an excuse. Oh, well, people have to wake up. A certain percentage of people have to wake up. 107. No, a fucking AI quantum computer that's probably outdated by this point is not determining mass collective awakening. It's not. Sorry. Happy little cloud. Dude, oh, bro, oh, bummer is going down. Finally. Finally. I wish Deplorable Wendy was on. Anybody have updates about Oh Bummer? The Kenyan? Treason! I smell a lot of crockett treason. But they're getting treason on the wrong things. Like, way wrong things. That's good, Ash Maya. I'm glad one country I could be proud of and call my motherland is waking up. Oh, I have. All right. Thought I was running out of that color. I have one. It's dioxazine purple. However you pronounce it. I'm just seeing things on my Facebook. Um, like my liberal people from Staten Island. I posted I think Judy posted something about Ron DeSantis and the property tax. But how is the things good? I got one of a grandstander like has to like chime in on my shit. And I'm like, bro, here's the problem with property tax. I bought my house outright. That should come with the fucking property. And if you want to do income tax or town tax or whatever, I agree with that. But when you're having like in Maryville where I am at, they have a fucking Amazon fulfillment center and they're bringing in all these corporations and they're not charging them property tax. They're not making them pay it. So then that falls on everybody else. Oh, but we're providing jobs. Go fuck yourselves. No, you're not. You know, and I'm like, well, should it be capped at a certain rate? I'm like, because the elderly who can't fucking feed themselves has to worry about $5,000 a year in property tax. They don't even make that in their social security check. So, like, tell me how that works for a lot of people. Yeah, it works for you because you can afford it. You're in the labor unions. But think about everybody else. You're not. You're only thinking about yourself. And that's what I can't stand about those people. They're not thinking, oh, how corrupt shit is in other places. You know, New York sees the corruption from one angle. Finally, people are waking up to the communists running. Yeah, I paid my property tax when I bought the house with the sale of my house. Like I should be able to own the land. And yes, I agree. If I have to dig on my own property for pipes and gas lines, yeah, I think that's a good idea. And I don't think not paying, your roads have to be serviced, the lights and other things. I understand that, but there should be something else that you pay and not some fucking crazy shit. Well, I'm not no 65, maybe in body, not in soul. Soul's ancient. If we go on based on soul age, I'm cool. I just need to find a body and bury it and claim this house as a cemetery. Aha. There's my loophole. I now just to find somebody. Hey, you want to be buried at my property? I'll take good care of your grave. That'd be great. I'm curious if I could do a pet cemetery. No, I own my home. I should not have to pay. I paid it when I bought the house. The same thing happened in New York when my house was, I inherited it from my parents. I had to pay property tax, but even when I sold my house, they took 10 grand from me for property shit. What? When my mom died, the illegal IRS that's private took half of what my mom was supposed to have left me. Yeah, roads and schools will not shut down because we have Doge. Where's all that money from Doge? 6 o'clock is a dangerous time, and it's 6:08 here. That's a lot, Barbara. Well, you live in the yeah, commie Illinois. I don't know. I just see it's they can raise it. I mean, mine's been raised since I moved. I'm only here 2.5 years, twice already. And in that twiceness, it quadrupled. I was paying under $1,000 the first year I settled here, and I had to pay it. It was like $700 and then another 400 or something dollars. I think. I don't remember. That's my brain doesn't go back that far in the math terms. But then it was up 1,200 and then 1,400 and then this year it's like, "Hi, fuck me." Right, Charlene? 28,628 years old. My soul identification is I don't know, Ashmaya. All I keep seeing is that like they'll pay you to move to a freaking island off of Ireland and repopulate it, and they'll pay you to like refurnish a cottage and give you money to live on. I'm like that's not a bad idea. Go back to the motherland. One of many. I think the most time my humanness spent was in Iceland and Norway. I'm sure other places. I know I was a princess in Ireland. That I can assure you I was. Facts. And possibly Scotland. That's been coming up in my brains too. That I was in Scotland. Right, separate taxes. Like if I'm working and they took like $100 out a month, I only get paid twice a month. So $50 here, $50 there. And if everybody had that, like it's still that adds up from everybody working in the town, it'd pay for shit. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, in my town, it's the mafia. And it puts the mafia of Italianness to shame. They spent over $1 million on fucking flowers that die in a season. So they're wasting money where they could have saved it somewhere else. The school that I work in was like revamped. They redid everything in that school. They gutted out the classrooms and they rebuilt them. They put in new cabinetry, new flooring, new everything. My school looks brand spanking new. And it's great. But my pay sucks. I rather have had the pay me better, and you'll get retain better people. I have to ask my birth father more on that. I have, and that's where, like, okay, don't do ancestry. I have to find my ancestors. I know I was in Ireland in the medieval era, like 14, 1500s. Ashmaya, that's even better. Right, like, why should I have to pay for schooling when I don't have a kid? They're indoctrinating these kids anyway. Oh, we're going to do this. I ready, I learn, I this, I that. And the kids can't even write their fucking name on a piece of paper. It's disgusting. Ask a kid to spell something without spell check. It's embarrassing. And I'm not the best speller in the world, but geez Louise, simple sight words. It's a travesty. It's my cloud. No, but it's who the fuck you know around here. I don't fucking know people around here. I know Jason and Dina. Like, I don't know these big, and they walk around like who the fuck they are. These people have the biggest egos I've ever seen in my life. The whole system has to crash. Which is getting back to what I was saying earlier with Denise from the Truth Tour. Um, I'm going to be doing some side work for her and this startup company. Um, it's not a pyramid scheme because I was like, I don't fucking believe in that. And I no, I refuse to do shit like that. And it's not a marketing thing. It's like building up communities where if something were to go down, like we coordinate together as a community. So, for example, let's just say we had a bad storm and or we go on lockdown or something, and now we need a dentist, we need a doctor, we need a this, we need a that. And in the community there will be people that are represented as safe, holistic, and here's a service, and it provides those services to the people that are in the network. I'm still not sold on the whole thing, but it's a job, and it probably will pay. So I'm gonna investigate it and try it. I'm not bound to anything if I don't want to, but um we'll see. I'm not gonna lie, like even Sopranos, like they had dignity. Like if you screw them over, yeah, you're gonna get whacked and end up in the Pine Barrens, but you gotta be honorable. They just don't take anybody. like the thing that sucks is that my job, no, it doesn't hurt to look into something that it especially the way it was. I like watched a presentation and stuff. I was a little like because it sounds too good to be true kind of thing, but the idea is in the right place. Because eventually, wherever you are, if shit does hit the fucking fan, and it could very well do that again, um, I don't want to be stuck in the same situation that I was in New York, where I can't find a patriot to give me a job. Or, and that's just, we all know I tried moderating. I tried doing like, hey, I'll do your emails. I'll do whatever. I will advertise for you. I will social media blast for you, but I need some income. Like, and for the bigger shows, not for this, mom and pop shows like mine. And those people passed me up and they took other people. And I'm like, wow, okay. And those people are fine. Yeah, it's not like it's not selling anything. That's the thing I like about it. It's like putting communities and businesses together. So when shit does go down, hi Sparky. When shit does go down, if it does, there's something there, and then like I would be a good platform to go, oh, is there anybody in Utah, Illinois? Is there anybody in Tennessee, in California? Like, how can I help you? And that's what I like about it. Like I could steer you guys, oh, you need something, and because we're a certain political flavor, they're not taking people like us, so I could send you to somebody or refer you to somebody that will be better for you. So the Palladian card deck that I have, the Oracle cards that I have, speaks about these communities. It's very, very odd, but they do speak about them. Yeah, yeah. Militias are, no, this is Denise from the True Tour, Phillips. She was behind the scenes. She helped Lewis. And I made sure that it's not tied to him. I didn't give her my flavor on Lewis. And I don't hate him. I'm, happy for him. He's thriving, and I have nothing bad. I just don't like how I was treated. And that's like between me and him and no one else. If the Truth Tour didn't happen, a lot of us would have met. I met Judy and Sportsman, um, and a whole plethora of other people that I love deeply. And I met Nej, Miss Lisa, Miss Food and Spirits in New York. Me and her taking our tuning forks and clearing out the negative energy in that place. Holy shit. So happy that Jason was not there that day, because where that was in Blue Button People town. Blue Button People, the ultra Blue Button People own the building. Yeah, she was doing secretarial work for him. And she was at the events. I don't know. There's like they were having I don't know. People, there's a lot of rumors and shit. I'm not here to shit stir. Not my place. You know that's the thing with me. A lot of people had started the shit stirring when I moved here and was helping Jason. And there was a lot of shit stirring and a lot of horrible things said in my name that were not true. A lot of assumptions and a lot of nasty shit. And I'm like, I know people don't know me, but I have integrity for myself. Sorry. S- Stop. Stop accusing me of shit. Yeah. Yeah. People think they know and they don't. And that's the sad part. I get it. I can be misconceived in so many ways. I agree with you, Ashmaya. I agree with you. And my problem with the with that community is that there's still too much not going within their heart space to know what is actually happening and what is being projected or what they're scripted to tell you in some instances. And I'm not about the script. I mean, look what happened to Phil G. Oh, everybody put your stuff in gold and silver. If you did that, that's on you. But until I can go to the grocery store and give a gold bar or a coin or whatever have you and get my groceries, like, mm. And I also know in my heart space that as much as everybody's holding on to gold and silver and copper and platinum and titanium and all those like precious metals and stuff, are you supposed to be hoarding it? It's okay to have some, but people really like threw so much into it. I don't know how these people are living unless you're going and buying and selling and back and forth and getting your, fiat currency. Until I can go to the grocery store and pay in a gold bar or use a Iraqi dinar, that's the farce I'm talking about. I don't know if many people remember me for back then, but I was in the chat screaming, like, I'm hangry. Allison needs a Snickers. Feed this bitch. Feed me. I was so hangry. And you can go back on my channel 3 years ago and watch me being hangry. It's not a pretty sight at all. It really isn't. And I was asking people for help. I wasn't asking for money. I was just like, hey, can anybody get me like an Amazon gift card or something? I can order food, like groceries. I had friends giving me their extra SNAP benefits and ordering me food and having it delivered to my house. because that I was eating crap. I was 97 pounds. I was emaciated. I have, you see, Charlene, I thank you back. And this is the thing about me. I am a conduit, like many of you, of source direct. I can't be anything but my authentic self. I can't lie. I might not come out with the best verbiage ever, and it might sound like a horrible, but I work for God. My service is not to others or to self, it's to source. My service is to source. It's in the law of one. I work for God. No bones about it. Can't get out of it. My contract, Leah could tell you, she watched the same video I did. It's ironclad. You could change certain components of your contract, but like your mission, you can't change. You came here, you're orchestrated, you are here, here's your job, and you can't leave until that becomes a finality. And the problem is, look, if you have the extra income to go throwing stuff into crypto, and that's your business, not mine. But it is a problem for me when people got suckered into doing something because it was done out of fear and not out of love. There's a difference between, hey, we're going to invest in something for a long-term gain. I have the extra income at the moment. I'm going to just use it for that. Cool. But there are people that throw their entire retirement and everything into gold and silver, and that was done out of fear, not out of, oh, the big system's going to collapse and everything's going to collapse and this shit's going to happen. The EBS is going off and blah, 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 blah. That's fear-based. If it don't feel right in your heart space, it doesn't feel warm and fuzzy like fuzzy wuzzies. It's a cloud. It's a cloud. You know, the community thing that I was thinking about, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. We are all building communities in our own little ways. Like this is a community, and every podcast we all go on to becomes a family that we all inherit each other in, with the exception of Jack and Jason, because they're not scripted, and I know that for a fact. They're not given funds by the government to sprinkle some shit. They do that. They're both authentic. It's the people out there that are like, oh, we're going to help the patriots, and then you're seeing megabuses, and you're seeing barnuminiums, and you're seeing um them pushing agendas and pushing products and stuff at you for their own aggrandizement, not to help anybody. If someone was like pitching, hey, for every bottle of this like fountain of youth, we're going to take a proceed and we're going to help a foundation, we're going to help a patriot, we're going to put it away, someone that needs it will get it. Hey, I'm on board with that. I am, because you're going to be helping somebody, someone that's in need, someone that needs to eat, have clean water, pay a bill off, something. It's not the process of being on a righteous path is not doing something for somebody. It's helping them get back on their feet so they could do it for themselves. Because I know for myself, how many times have I fallen and gotten up on my own? Like I didn't have somebody to go, hey, Allison, here. I had to pick my ass up from the floor and work my way up. But sometimes people fall that far fucking down, broke a hip and an ankle, and need assistance. What's wrong with, hey, you get something, a product gets something, and then I'm going to put money away to help a patriot? Or doesn't it, anybody, it doesn't need to be any side. Exactly, Charlene. Um, it frustrates me because at the beginning of the movements, there's a lot of farce and a lot of falsities said and misled people. It's a lesson and a learning and a teaching experience. In a neutral aspect, yes, everybody needs to learn how to go within and know for themselves what feels right for them. Because we all feel differently. Each and every one of us feels differently. But if I ever got back on my feet and started raking in money, don't think that if I were here selling something besides my own artwork, that I wouldn't have a little like fund off to the side and say, hey, like I know you can use an extra $100, $200 to pay that bill. Here, it's the little things in life. It's little things like that in life that when you give back to the people, you get more abundance. Absolutely, Sparky. Absolutely. It drives me crazy from the beginning of everything that, I was in that position and I was screaming and I was hangry. It really was. I needed a Snickers. I was hangry. And I wasn't upset with anybody in the chat. Like no one knew me. I could have been a scam for all anybody knew. But it's the idea of just doing, acting to help somebody. And coming from an authentic place, not from some fugazi bullshit place. Absolutely does. And I mean, that's why I do the raffles. People that give me a little extra, and it's not much, but I would, it's a fun way to give back. I like doing my raffles. It's an energy exchange of an extra thank you. It doesn't harm anybody. You know, Blazing sent me some gift cards, and you know what I was able to buy with the gift cards? Toilet paper and pads for my, lady thing. Holy crap, that gift card was a godsend. Why? Because I was able to get needs I need. I need to wipe my tushy. And I got useful things. Going to the store and getting toilet paper in the United States, at least in Indiana, where I'm at, toilet paper for like 6 rolls is over $8 for toilet paper. Now in back in the day, toilet paper was like what, $2 and change for a big freaking. I'm not talking about the super soft fuzzy wuzzy toilet paper. I'm talking about regular toilet paper. How the hell is that over like $18 for those big things? Explain that. Someone was mentioning eggs. It's still high over here to get eggs. It's ridiculous. Like food prices are still ridiculous. It's still ridiculous. I love my cousins. So I took some pictures with me with the weighted vest on, and my cousin, please don't recreate The Shining. He's so funny. Yeah, you can go on my Facebook and see that. Jesus, Louises. I'm gonna do a Sherman check-in. I I went on Amazon, like gift cards doesn't really work in it wasn't an Amazon gift card, it was just a gift card. It doesn't, you can't use it everywhere. I've tried um to pay a bill on it and it wouldn't work. I don't like these fucking companies that don't take gift cards for payment. It's paid for. My phone bill was my phone bill. I have to change my company, but couldn't pay my phone bill with it. And I'm looking at the, the toilet paper situation in the house is like, I went on Amazon, Amazon, I know people don't like it, but when you get a good sale, you can't ignore it. For me at least. Yes. And that's the thing. I'm trying not to stress too much about what, I mean, yesterday was crazy crying like that. It needed to come out. Um, just everything in life just hit me at once, and it was as bad as when my after my mom channeled me and I was just like, ah! um but that was because my mom was in me, not because I was upset. I'm a giver. It's just in my nature. I'm a giver. I like making people happy. I like spreading the healing and the energy with all my pyramids, all of them. I like doing that. All my artwork. I love doing that. I like sharing that with other people. If it makes them if you could walk into a room and look at a good piece of artwork and it makes you smile or you get lost in it, I fucking won in a good way. And winning meaning that I evoked an emotional state in you to think deeper, to get lost in a moment, to go into the silence. Um, if I don't know if anybody's been to an art museum. I used to be like living in them for 4 years when I went to college. There are people that literally sit on a bench and will not take their eyes off a piece and will sit there for hours, getting lost in the piece. Right? Yeah, it could be anything, but I can only speak from the art perspective. I'm not a foodie. I eat like a kid. Um, Looking at artwork and getting lost into it and zoning out, is extremely meditative and amazing because you're taking the time to shut your brain down and focus. And if food does that for you, if music does that for you, if art does that for you, writing does that for you, go and do it. What makes you stop and zone out and focus? That's why a lot of people can't sit there to like actually meditate because the monkey mind is like, but if you see something with your eyes open and get lost in it and zone out, you're meditating. Schumann's calm. I remember when I was working, my mom just died, and the Jewish people sit Shiva. And I, at the moment in time, did not get my mother's insurance policy money. And I was just working with, and I didn't live paycheck to paycheck per se, but I had lawyer fees, funeral home fees, cemetery fees, and I just there was a lot of money that just went out of my hands really quick. I could tell you what though, when a Jewish person sits Shiva, it's done in the house and people come to your house and they're supposed to, bring food and you're supposed to celebrate the life of the person that just transcended. I just had my immediate family and some neighbors. I didn't, as much as my mother was loved, not too many people showed up. And I didn't have too many people like send me stuff. My best friend Katie, that gets me a lot of my clothes, um, she sent me challah. Another person sent me like a bagel spread. But I went grocery shopping with my aunt. I had a whole cart filled. The thing wasn't even $100. Filled to the brim with products. Yeah. Oh, I mean, so Shiva, you have to say what's called Yiska, and you sit on a box, and you're not supposed to be doing anything. And I don't. We know Allison. I participated in something for my family's sake and not for my own. Let's just put it that way. I did it more for my aunt and my cousins, and that was it. I did not sit on a box. I did not light the Itzkit candles. I did not say anything because that's just not me. Even when my dad died, same thing. Didn't do any of that. Didn't play into it. I think the people that needed to have it, I was able to offer it for them in my house. Obviously, it was my mom and my dad, but it's celebrating life. It's not thinking, oh my God. I didn't even cry at my mom's funeral. I actually looked up and smiled at her. Everybody thought I was fucking crazy. Like it was her time. And Jewish people, instead of throwing the roses like the Italians throw roses onto the grave, like you bury your own. So I had to sit there with dirt and bury my mom. Weird. Eggs here fluctuate depending what place you go, but then are they fresh? That's the other story. That's all I want, Sparky, is love and happiness and union and togetherness and seeing beyond the differences. You know, whatever happens politically out there is going to rip a lot of people apart even further, and it might bring a lot more people in to the understanding of the things that some of us know. We've seen the proof, we've seen the papers, we've seen some behind the scenes illicit videos that people, there was no AI at certain aspects that you can falsify some of that stuff. Mm-hmm. And each and every one of us holds a frequency key that we all need to combine to shift this bitch. We're rewiring it right now. We're bringing heaven to earth, and we're in the middle of like putting the circuits together up there. Some of us are up there working in our light bodies, like tethering everything together so that when it we can bring it down when it's ready. We're not there yet, unfortunately. Can I just explain how many flies I had to kill today in my house? I'm not a happy camper. I don't know where they're fucking coming from. Um, I had a tennis match and I got 15 black flies, dead, done, gone. And thanks to Sparky and some of you in the chat told me about those window stickies. Oh, they're getting full. Don't know where they're coming from. And I put a bucket over my downstairs shower so nothing can come up from the sewer. I don't know where they're coming from. Like, I keep a clean house. It's just me and Freya. And Freya, I'm always cleaning her litter box, so I don't know. Piss me off. Hey, baby Luigi. What's up, baby Luigi? Yeah, well, thanks to all the 14 of you watching. I appreciate all of you. I feel like I'm jipping people because I like, obviously I can't do anything with this. This is going to take some days to dry. Um, I might do a copper spray paint, and then I have to go get a blessed one. I'm recreating, but I think this is way better because then I'm gonna put the blessed with some feathers, and I'm gonna put a glitter epoxy. I'm gonna put glitter with epoxy and epoxy it in. But oil paint takes some time to dry. I didn't put anything in it. We missed you too. I can't tell you. I am bit up and I don't know from what or how. Like, I have one here. I have one here. I have a big one. I'm not, I have two over here. Like, I woke up and I'm like, ah, pissed off. You can see them flying. And I have upstairs a fly zapper, the bug zapper. because I'm seeing if it's spirit or not. The fly zapper has been working too. And I don't, I would put another one down here. I love people, but my gosh, my DMs are filled with, hey, Allison, go look at this. That's it. That's from 8 years ago. I have that saved somewhere. Oh yeah, I have my aloe vera plant. I have to it's struggling right now. Uh Ashmai, what's a good fertilizer for it? I need something because mine like I don't water it all the time, but I do water it and I don't overwater it, but my phone's I don't know, my phone is old as shit. Need a new one. Are we all messing up? Let's get some sage. Seaweed, okay. I could touch seaweed, I can't eat it. Back a few years ago, someone's like, "Oh, you should come and do sushi." And I'm not a raw fish person, but I entertained it. Seaweed and me and my body don't like get along when I consume it. Now, if it's like watered down in a pill, I'm okay. Can let you light my smoke. I know I have flies down here, FYI. So you might be seeing flies. Oh, I actually like the ones that bend that you can get into a candle. Not my fire. So what I'm doing is if people are having problems, sometimes I can put my energy in the wires, and I did this a lot for WeNotMe, and see if there's gremlins trying to like stop and interfere, because that happens all the time. There's a little bit of interference. A little bit. Oh yeah. I forgot where I got this. I got this at the supermarket. Really? See, the motherfuckers could show for themselves to you, Scott. But for me, when I call them, hey, I need help. High spirit help. I apply. So a lot of you were like concerned about my like rejection story on Facebook or Instagram, wherever you see me. Um, I applied for a teaching position for the emergency permit and got rejected. So that was for that. So maybe my path, like I said, I felt it wanted to happen. So I applied a while ago for an art, not just in my town, in other places, for an art teaching position. And I got a letter stating that they couldn't send me, they couldn't give me the emergency permit. And, sorry, we found not an art teacher to fill the role. So it just stung a little bit yesterday. It was probably one of the reasons why I like broke down during your rancha because I got it right before. So July is usually when they issue the permits to people. Because then, like, once the school district issues you a permit, you then go apply at the state level. Like, you have to have, like, there's a process and everything that goes within it. And I get till new. Aloe vera is straight in the sun, and that's usually when I take a picture of Little Thor, that's my aloe plant that he's in the window for. I get a lot of sun that comes in through that window. So I did 5 hours worth of yard work, and I had my electrolyte water today and lemon water all day. What's a Timmy's coffee? Yeah, I can't do sushi. I can't even do this. I've had tempura chicken a couple of times, and every time I'm in the bathroom yakking. I don't know what it is about the tempura chicken that's cooked. Don't know. If anybody takes me to hibachi, I like me hibachi, but it has to have lobster hibachi. Just putting that one out there. Yeah, Scott, we're in that same position. They're not talking. Like they could communicate through me things that like humanity needs to know and like that August 1st thing and that I got to download for. Like don't put your expectation in what is coming, just expect something good. Like don't put your eggs in one basket and like obsess over it like everybody else has been doing. Just be like, okay, something is going to happen August 1st. and let it go. Don't expect it the way you want to see it because then your hopium is going to get collapsed and crushed. But no, Spirit has not been receptive in when I'm asking it for clarity or, hi, like bills are due and God said you had my back and where's my back being had right now? And no answer. When they say like, things will manifest because you need them. My 11th hour passed. I got chicken. Buck, 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 buck. I have to do a penguin one. And now I can really do it. Chicken. Hi, Arnie. Buck, buck. There it goes. Arnie, the other day I did a Urantia read. It was about religion and it was fantastic. And at the end, all of a sudden, and I bawled. I had to pause my reading and I bawled my eyes out. And then I went to sleep that way too. I tried meditating. I tried everything. Nothing. I purged out whatever feelings and emotions, and then I did that workout with the mower. Like I mow, and then I like do the punching. I kick my ass. I'm squatting a lot, and I did 5 hours worth of yard work. Um, yeah, yeah. The energies are crazy. The frequencies are high. I tried doing it Al Sunray, and I've been disappointed. I get disappointed. It's quite sad, to be honest. Arnie, how's your mouth healing? And for those of you that don't know, I was supposed to have a show with Janine, and Janine's Bailey Boo passed over. She transcended the other day. So I don't know when we'll get back together again, but my heart and my soul is going out to her for sure. So for anybody that just came in and needed to hear it, like what? Oh, what happened to you on Monday? Yeah, I sent her a very long text message and yeah. Oh, that's annoying. have a show with Janine tomorrow. Hang on, Janine just texted me as my voice goes froggy. Yay! Hi, Michelle. How are you, sweetheart? Oh, that's annoying. So for those of you, I did oil painting today. Started a frame, recreating one of my creations. I got cloud, and this is oil paint, so this takes a couple of days to dry. I'm figuring out though what else I want to do because that I don't want to be boring. So I'm gonna be doing this show tomorrow with Janine at 12 Central, 1 Eastern. She's making up for Monday. So I'll be on with her. So hi everybody. No, it's not. No, I don't know about that. I got to figure out what I want to do though. Let me see if I have canvas. Because I did 2 crafts. I just can't do the crafty craft. I'm wearing a dress, so excuse moi. Oh my goodness, guys. You have no idea. You have no idea. Someone sent me a present. Don't know who it is. Once again, like the Stanley, someone sent me a gift. So there's going to be hook latching now coming to the channel. We're hook latching. I'm effing excited. I got to just cut up all the yarn for the hook latching. What I'm thinking is when Joanne shut down, I got 2 pillows because they were $5 for a pack of 2. And usually you could just put a topper, any kind of like case cover on it. And I'm like, well, what happens if I actually hook latched a pillow? Ta-da! And this is my Fuzzy Wuzzy Tornado. It's not my best. I didn't Mosh Podge it. I have to. Shit. Things just almost went down. Yeah, I actually have a huge, I think this is 44 by 60. This is huge. I did a whole rug and it's not finished. Obviously, I have to finish it, but I have a shit ton of yarn that needs to be worked with. That's my thing. I love yarn. And I pre-cut it myself to the length that I want the like it. Do I want it shaggy? Do I want it not shaggy? Um, yeah. I hate my phone. Look who I found. Froggy! I got Froggy. I'm giving myself too much trust without gloves. Too much. It smells like turpentine. Yeah, the showman has been calm, but the frequencies are high. I know that I like that breakdown yesterday was like obscene and like oh, like that's the first time that's ever happened to me on like in the middle of doing something, my brain is focused on reading and like emotionally my body was just like, ha, fuck you, bitch. You're gonna cry. You know, not cute. I got Froggy. I got Froggy. So I'm using oil paints, by the way. The only good thing about oil paints is they don't dry. I will put cards. I'm gonna do a background and I'll pull cards. But yeah, I got my introductory to art therapy certificate. Very impressed with myself. I got a 92 on the test. Impressed myself. And for all those that are when I went to the print shop to get some prints made of some of the so I only got the flamingos. I got 4 prints made. I'm looking for envelopes still, so Buckshot will get his princess will get her flamingo original incoming soon. Um you have to buy like a huge package, which is a little on the pricey side. So I'm looking in other spots, but I'm gonna get that to him as soon as possible. Um, but also for the prints because they're also the same size. I was talking to the guy and I'm like, yeah, he's like, you should get into graphic design. Not my strong suit. It's not my strong suit. I like doing this creatively. I get to control. Um, I worked on the original Photoshop when I was in college. The first ever Photoshop I got to work on. And boy, was that a cut. Yeah, I still have to enclose it in something. Um, I don't trust the service, and I sure don't. With what's going on with UPS, I don't trust it either. Okay, buckshot. I put the date on task. The person that I'm dating, yeah, right. He's Italian and Polish. And I'm like, you need to find me ragut cheese ASAP. So we'll see about my ragut. If I get my ragut, I can make. I mean, I like my mascarpone cannoli cream. It was delish, just not the same. Oh goodness. Turpentine, turpentine, make this faster, turpentine. Do do do, do do do. Hope anybody crafting at home. So, baby Luigi, you would think in this, and you know, being close to Wisconsin and being Chicago's not that far away, that they would have ragut in the store. They do not. They have mascarpone. They don't have ragut in the store. And I'm not talking about the crappy fucking store brand shit. I'm talking about like authentic Italian. Allison's serious about her cannoli cream. I mean, I could order it from Alfonso's on Staten Island and have it shipped to me. Cool. Or I could go and like see if Pastosa's in Staten Island has ragut. They could send me because that's fantastic. But yeah, Allison likes her cannoli cream. Just, you know, turpentine, turpentine makes the blending. I don't know. I think I found the keeper. I think I have a keeper. I think I have a keeper. Someone just went to the store and found it for me. I have to go get heavy cream. Yeah, so right now, this is the intro to art therapy. I'm working right now. I literally just started because they tell you 2 to 3 hours. They're not, they're longer than that because I like to take notes. I'm doing spiritual coaching. Then I'm going to go back to art therapy, like the intermediate course, and then that's it. That's all they have for that. And then they have one for autistic children in art therapy. So I'm going to do those two after the spiritual coaching. And then after that, color theory. And look, I know about colors and in the, but anything that soups up my applications and demonstrates that I have a piece of paper for it, sure. So that's the goal. If I could get, and I'm doing it also because when I'm writing my course, the art therapy has actually really good suggestions for projects. So the idea, and this is just, it's still in the workings. The idea is that I'm going to be doing semi like this, but we're going to tackle shadow work and Dark Night of the Soul and the Phoenix Rising and the process of finding your whys, your what's your purpose. I can't answer that for you. You can only answer it for yourself, but I'm going to give you different methods in achieving that, but also achieving it through doing art and journaling. So I will be giving you guys, like, whoever wants to do the course, journal prompts. I'm going to actually create a journal that I might see if I can get published. And no, I'm not using AI. If I use it, it's to generate some, it's like how Arnie uses his. But I'm not going to have it write the journal for me. Get out of here, no. I don't want that. So that's what I'm thinking in the works. So yeah, if you're curious about the process of going through stuff, that's why I'm going through those courses. It's like I want to be able to be on it, obviously my authentic self, but I want to fine tune the ideas that I already have in my head, but if the courses give me something better, at least I'm doing the coursework with it. And then, and if any asshole wants to ask for my certifications, I have them. People are schmucks. I just had to share how to make cannoli. Oh my gosh. I mean, I made some fantastic cream out of the mascarpone. But like you walk into a store here, you can't find regut anywhere. Thank you, Charlene. It's gonna be a while, but I'm doing the work now. I'm investing my time in these free courses. And I want to just make sure that when I do come out with them, that it's going to serve and help people. That's the goal. Have a good night, Charlene. That's the goal, is helping people. And I think the hardest thing for most people to go through alone is the dark night of the soul and the ego death too. That stuff is not easy. Have a good day at work, baby Luigi. Have a good night. Oh, and for everybody else, Ozzy Osbourne died. I know. I'm a metalhead, but I don't listen to him. His goodbye tour was really a goodbye. Oh, my spine just popped. Fun. Don't worry, it didn't hurt. Okay, but if I want to pull cards, I'm going to have to clean some of my desk. Miss you too. I'm thank you for showing up. Hopefully I get my prints and I have a really fun Friday planned for everybody with raffle. But that will be determined by the printer because I at least want to give one of them away. That's the goal. And finding beautiful Yep, you get oil paint everywhere. It's like glitter. It gets everywhere. I have special soap to wash my hands with. See all that? My hair is growing. Kind of. All right, cards. What do we want? I don't know what order I put them in. Shit. That's heavy. Woohoo! I almost dropped all these cards on the floor. Seriously, I literally almost dropped all these cards. Let me get these fun ones out. Cards everywhere! You gotta put those back in the deck. They fell. Yeah, so I am getting, hang on, you get to see my pretty little dress over here. And unstuffing it from my tushy. So I'm getting the Phoenix Rising. I'm getting this one. I get two prints. The Phoenix Rising, two prints. And that we got Flamingo, we got four prints. And this is my book nookie bag. Actually, I'll be right back. I will be right there. There is a deck I'm looking for. Do 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 do. Hey, Sassy Ass is coming out today. No, you're not a schmuck. I'm stuck on things. We're gonna do some sassy rebel deck because I love these cards and they're funny as shit. Thank you guys for joining. For those coming in. I got also Arnie's decks I'm going to pull from. But these are just funny, so don't take them, you know, as don't take them as insult, please. Zero filter, zero fucks. All fun. These cards are fun. Get the F out of your head. Get in your heart, it misses you. Get in your heart, it misses you. If that ain't spiritual, I don't know what is. Lightning bolt. Figure shit out on your own. I know these are harsh. Shame, regret, guilt. Those are just bullshit. Forgive. Let that shit go. It's not everyone else's fault. It's yours. You're a grown-ass adult. Stop blaming others for your shit. I love these. And they're spiritual. I was hoping for the one with the taco. Eat a taco. Stop being a shit. It's great. Love these cards. They're funny as hell. Hi, Janine. We all had a prayer for you, Janine. We held some space for you. I know you weren't in, but we held space for you. It looks like the date might be making me dinner. That means I have to go there. But don't worry, I will be home in time for the show. He found more gut. He found more gut. Buckshot, you see that? You see it, and it's a authentic Italian brand. It's not the Star brand. Look at that. I think this one's a keeper. Listen, if I can make cannoli, I mean, I like the mascarpone cannoli I made, but I ate it all. That's if you want to know where my fatness comes from, my fat assness, that's exactly where that went when I made that. I think he is. He's been watching. And you know what? That makes me happy because that's showing that they support me. Because the other ones don't watch, they don't support, and that is for me. Janine, you might have just tickled my fancy. I was in the mood for pancakes too earlier. And I looked at the time and I power worked out today and I'm like, I'm not that hungry. Do I really want to whip out the pancake batter right now? That's gonna be a hard to do. He's an ex-Marine. Yes. Um, yes, by someone saying if you would like to come over, I'm making, what do you want for dinner? That's very nice. Um, I guess he's off tonight. Yeah, yeah, a man, a man. Bye, Miss Amy. We love you, Auntie Amy. Oh my gosh. Scott Pace, you better be on. This is probably for you. The love of your dragon reaches out to you. The realm of your truth is opening up. Scott, that's you. That card is for you. Yeah. Yeah, it's I have never had a gentleman. I mean, I've had guys open up cars doors for me, but I never had a real man um that has his shit. I mean, you telling me my dragons are behind me, but you're seeing your dragons too. A light-filled angel is at your side. It watches over you at every dark doorway. Awaken the magic of your creativity. Immerse yourself in the world of feelings. That was me yesterday, hysterically crying in the middle of a reading. If you want to watch me fall apart during a reading, that was the first time ever. Your Rancha book, I think it's a 45-minute mark. Whoosh. And I had to pause and collect myself. Like I said earlier, when I was out doing the mowing and the exercising, and I got swarmed by like butterflies, which was awesome. I saw my plasma dragon like zipping in and out. Um, and I usually only see like my fire one, or I have a green earthy one that like, so like, you know how in the Chinese like animations, the dragons are like, that's the energy that I don't see. I see little spots and little going on around me. It is definitely, it feels like a dragon. The dragons are definitely coming down with the energies. And they're helping and assisting us and protecting us and energetically influencing us. A time of guilt and shame ends now. Forgive yourself and begin to love yourself just as you are. And for anybody out there that you're like, do I have dragons? Most people have dragon guides. Hmm. All right, let's make sense out of these. You see, so this is a little hard to see. It says time to go. And you have a chick running across a bridge, and then there's a cloud, and then it looks like the tunnel. Time to evolve. Whatever that means to you. It's you're going to your destination. TikTok. A matter of time. I know, you see, this is how they fuck with me because they don't want to answer me, but then they come through with the TikTok. Bill's got to get paid, spirit. TikTok. Tick, 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 tick. But divine orchestration, divine timing is at play. So whatever it is you need to get to, vet, Bob. Spirit's being really funny now. Just breathe. Now, if I had my dark hair, I would look very much like this image. Divine timing, divine orchestration. We're on the path. We're getting there. So whoever needs to hear that besides myself, it's incoming. When I can't tell you divine timing, and I don't, it's not linear time space that we are worried about. But I'm pulling from Arnie's deck. We got Joan of Arc. Ooh. Miss Mary. Saint Germain of the Violet Flame. Guys, you saw me. I'm shuffling these. Like I know during the we're getting the same peoples. I'm shuffling, and I normally after the show, like after I do my oracle for the channel members, I'm going through the cards and shuffling and putting cards back. So the energy is fresh as I'm tapping in. St. Paul, once again, we had him write God's word. Fear is the illusion that prevents you from manifesting your reality. Choose love. Saint Germain, Violet Flame, Alchemy Healing, Healing Flame of Love and Light. alchemize all around you, and be the light for others to shine in. Mary, unconditional love, compassion. Love who you are, love with all your being. You are of the elementals, a unicorn, a fairy. Soar and see the beauty in all. Joan of Arc, courage, strength. You are not a ripple in time. You are eternal. You are an infinite spark of the Creator in thanks and gratitude. A medieval kid and his dragon. I have to think about that, Barbara. I never got to see that movie. But then again, I really don't watch television. Ashmaya, what did you just send me? I'm looking in my piece. A little odd. Ah! Ash Maya, is it only when I'm on that you're getting party night? I hope not. I don't want to be that special. I don't I only know of a Eureka's Castle on Nickelodeon. And the never ending story that Bob brought up. Beloved, love, relationships, reciprocity, union, intertwinement. Yeah, I mean, I know it's showing my computer screen and you could see me a little bit and it's like fractals, but you could see like my shadow and my hands moving right now. Um, it's like showing the screen and then showing my shadow. It's weird. Chicken! Buck buck. Fate. Cycles, alignment, decisive moments, opportunistic events. Grim Reaper. Take the key. Oh, Janine pulls this all the time, the key, but not obviously from this deck. Inner calling, clarity, resolve, intention, objective. Of course, I have cards in there that don't belong. Life lessons, acknowledge and release for renewal. Full potential, achieve what you desire. Slow down, notice your surroundings. That's very important. Well, the chat's very fancy with chickens and little chickens and monkey butts. So we have Malcolm Jamal Warner that died from the Cosby Show. Ozzy Osbourne. I don't know if there's a code or a drop or anybody else that's important. Well, they're not really important. They were just actors. Knowledge of mysteries will come easily. Positive change is on the horizon. Tampon emojis! Woo! We're gonna get to angel numbers, mister. You calm down. Medical. Contain your anger today and don't get worked up. It's not a big deal anyway. My bills are a big deal, little shit. Tampon emojis. Smoke it the blunt. A healthy, happy life lies ahead. Material prudence should be practiced today. Noted spirit. Now, if you want to go back in the box, that's another story. Dragon movies are always the best. Even in Game of Thrones, you had a heart for the dragons, the babies. Angel number 1111. Intuition. Trust in yourself. Your inner whisper is working hard to let you know that it is guiding you. Listen in. What is it saying? Feel it. Where is it telling you to go next? See it. Close your eyes and allow. Trust the path you are on. My intuition speaks to me and I listen. I trust that all things are happening for a purpose. 9/11. A doorway has opened for you and will, and okay, any glasses. And while apprehension may be felt, allow courage to flow in as you put your best foot forward. You are being encouraged to let curiosity lead you and know that the divine has your back. I allow courage to prevail as curiosity leads me through new doors. Oh, she did your galactic signature, Bob. That's awesome. I am a red resonant Skywalker, I think. I have that paperwork somewhere. I think I put it somewhere. I'm a red resonant. I want to say it's resonant, not radiant. Resonant Skywalker. which is basically saying, I am the prophet. I'm here to bring heaven to earth. You see 9/11 all the time, Ashmaya? 222, balance. Now is the time to take inventory of your feelings. Are there any feelings of imbalance or resistance? Divine whispers are here to remind you that the alignment that you seek also seeks you. Breathe, rest, and reset. What feels peaceful and calm easily finds me as I restore the balance within. Using an axe today was great. 1818, optimism. Successful manifestation of your abundance is near. Higher levels of optimism are needed as new abundant beginnings are on the horizon. Brighter days always come after the darkest of nights. Everything is in perfect order as I enter into the next chapter of my journey and connect to the abundance that is near. Okay, while we are that topic, it says abundance is near. Let's ask the universe yes and no questions. So in your mind right now, think of 3 questions you would like to ask Spirit. Oh God, Ashma, you would not be happy to live in Indiana. These lights, I call them blow job lights because you can definitely give one in the time that it turns, depending where you are. They take forever to turn. I don't know. I still have the New York in me that everything is a go, 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 go. Move, 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 move. Get out of my fucking way. Get out of my way. Like that's New York. Like I had to calm myself down here because everything is slow. All right. I'm shuffling. These are the yes or no, soon, maybe cards. I'm going to pull 3. I have only one question. Well, no, 2. Your first question, the answer is not the right time. The answer to your second question, true. However, that stems out. And to the third, indeed. I don't know if that helps anybody out there that asks questions in your head or had a list. I think these are fun to play with. They definitely go within. Ashmaya, let's just be real. You're a fairy and they love you. And they're working and manipulating the atmosphere. I mean, after the things that Ashmaya has shown me, child's an elemental and an angel. Well, I asked the first question that I asked was about August 1st. So if anybody asks that question in the line, the last one says indeed. But I don't know, when I went to the medium and my parents told me I have to work really hard the rest of my life. My parents wouldn't steer me wrong and say, "Oh, you're gonna get this windfall of money and you're gonna be set for life." Like, no, they didn't give me that reality. I would have hoped so, you know. I didn't pull 639, Bob. Sorry. The angel numbers are still good. This is again from Arnie's decks. 2211, balance, harmony, partnerships and relationships, diplomacy, adaptability, and serving your divine life's purpose. Oh, really? That soon? That's amazing, Janine. You get hearts. Was it a good dream? Do you remember? 637. The angels are encouraging you to be of service to others, your friends, family, pets, and community. Be of service to those around you. I don't like Harry Potter. I never read Harry Potter or watched the movies. Harry Potter could shove it. That's the one thing I honestly never got into. Vikings, yes. Yay. I hope she thanked you. Yeah, they're gonna. It's awesome when you get those. I didn't get one from Odin, and I did not get one from Ethan. I got a clairvoyant one from Morgan. She thanked me for letting her go because I did not want to let her go. And she was like, don't do it. And it was so fucking excruciating. No, I just, I'm if I could recommend a book series like that's not like in the realm of like learning anything, but just reading for joy. Um, hang on. Is it under here? Yes, it is. A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. If you want to read a really good story, and there's 4 books that follow this one, this is an incredible book. It's thick. Like, I read funsy books too. I do. I read books for funsies sometimes. Not to learn from, just to like escape. Okay, I haven't done monkey butt. Monkey butt! Monkey butt. Angel number 234, growth, expansion, and abundance. Remember, everyone goes through uneasy times. This too will pass. Just hold your course. See, Ashmaya, that's where my angels are like, well, no, because you're being initiated and you have to suck it up, Buttercup. I love my angels. You guys are angels. 614. Positive change and divine guidance. Your guardian angels are encouraging you to trust the changes happening in your life. You're on the path to obtain spiritual and emotional balance. Yeah, Malcolm Jamal Warner died the other day, and now Ozzy and Obama's going to jail, hopefully. Maybe Obama goes to jail. Gotta die for these. So I did do crafts. I did do crafts. I'm gonna put Blessed in there and epoxy it with some sparkles, but I have to wait for that to dry. And oil takes a few days. And then we got a cloud, and I'll probably put the thankful on that one. A lot of transitioning. And the transitions, obviously some of them are already staged because we know some of them have already been transcended. And then the frequencies are high, and you know, shenanigans are at foot. But the frequencies are high, and a lot of a lot of people and animals and everything is being upchucked right now. There was another tsunami near Russia. Um, there was another alert in Alaska. Hawaii got an alert from Japan. So, I mean, Mother Earth is like, fucking get me the hell off this density. Degas, Ingas, Lagos, Manas. Humanity. Not, Jeez Louise. Manas is a symbol of both the human race and the individual self in the rune deck. It celebrates everything about humankind that elevates us in our intelligence, our compassion, our creativity, our artistry, and our ability to innovate. It is a symbol of the collective consciousness and values we all share. But at the same time, it is strongly associated with an individual self awareness. If this rune appears, you are encouraged to think about your attitude toward others and what your unique contribution to the world is. What assistance or service can you offer others? There may be some conflict between your beliefs and the demands and expectations of your family or society. But if you continue to deny your true self, you will feel increasingly frustrated and isolated. Study or the acquisition of new knowledge is another key theme here. Funny, funsies is another key theme here. Perhaps further study is the way for you to find greater fulfillment. Funsies, I'm learning. I'm studying on my free time. Not that I have much of it. Oh, yeah, yeah. But I was hoping they pull an actual angel number, Bob. I don't think so. Oh, these cards are runes for modern life. I am so attached to the Norse. I love these. I got these rune cards at the Strand bookstore in Manhattan. Holy, talk about a bookstore, like it's amazing. I love the Strand. I could get lost in that store for hours. I bought that right before that because that store gets crowded and crowded quick. And I found those in the basement with all the spiritual stuff. I'm gonna end it with this deck. I know I'm going early today because someone's actually making me dinner. I'm not used to that. Like that's a first. I have a drive ahead of me. I don't know, Janine. If I do you know what side of Chicago? I'll write that down because I'm going to tell you what I get my water. Um, the Barnes and Nobles over here had Beyond the Pale Horse in the alien conspiracy section. Now, I've never seen a conspiracy section before, and I walked in there and I was a little taken back. And of course, you have the spiritual stuff next to the Bibles. You don't do that. You don't mix those two together. They don't go together. Don't mix them together. Bibles? Hi. Everything, like a little section of like UFOs, reincarnation, angels, and that was even in a funky spot. And then oracle decks, tarot decks. I'll look it up, Janine. Um, if because the date, I have to give him a nickname. He might tell me one. Um, we might go to Chicago. I have not been to Chicago. I've been like close to Chicago. I've been to Midway Airport. That's as far in up there in the up direction. But I went out direction to take Viking for a surgery in I think Juliet. Um I'm not happy. I don't like Illinois driving. Oh fuck no. Nope. Nope. You just don't put spiritual with Bible. Just plain and simple. And then you got your so like the way this place is mapped out, it's really nice. Don't get me wrong. I love Barnes and Nobles, but even the metaphysics and philosophy section, like quantum physics and stuff, they had the holographic universe. That was one of the only books I've seen. Did not see a lot of other selections that I have. Have a good evening, Janine, and I'll see you tomorrow. So the last card of the night is Beta of Spirit Wolf. Ooh, my spirit guides. Maybe Scott's too. Give yourself enough rest. Only then will you be able to ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. You will find a way through any tricky situation as you tune into your instincts and trust your own timing. From times of change and uncertainty comes confidence, love, and resilience. Embrace transition, commit to your task, and stay focused, but be flexible in your approach. You have the skill to intuitively handle any situation and issue. Spirit Wolf skillfully guides us through transition and uncertainty. He enhances instinct, intuition, and presence. And as we can sense and avoid possible sabotage or traps and intelligently, safely find our way around them. Spirit Wolf tunes us into our instincts without creating paranoia or hyper arousal. This is the medicine of awareness and engagement that comes from tuning in without fear, rather than from defensiveness, suspicion, and building walls against life. Where direct confrontation could stall a resolution or make matters worse, Spirit Wolf teaches us to soften our energy, appear less threatening, and therefore minimize the chance of another party reacting I had a fly. And the love and light, if it had killed it, goes. Sorry. As Spirit Wolf thrives in cheerful, playful, social bonding with his tribe, there is also a reminder that connection is an essential ingredient in our approach to life. To thrive and have as much fun as the intelligent, playful, successful, adaptable, and resourceful wolf, we need love in our lives. To experience love, we must be willing to reach out, open up, and run the risk of letting love in, as well as to share it unconditionally without thought for what we can get out of it. Beta helps us get things done, but in balance. It disconnects us from the nourishing, sacred, feminine presence within the heart that generates contentment. Beta excess is progress at any cost. Beta deficiency results in lack of focus and inattention to what is happening. So problems are not readily solved. Spirit Wolf brings a healing recalibration of our beta waves so we can avoid depression and feel motivated. Yet also know when to step back and reconnect to the slower healing rhymes, rhythms of the heart and soul. And as the Dark Chosen One video has supplanted this in me, we are all recalibrating. Things are changing, new dynamics are happening, and we're uncertain of what that looks like and how to feel into it because the energies are new and the frequencies are still freaky. And we're in 4 retrogrades right now. Not fun. So it's something to take a look into and how to go with the flow for sure. But I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be on with Janine and give her Bailey Boo a big hug in spirit. Our hearts are out there for you, Janine. And just breathe. I want to thank each and every one of you for showing up today and being a fantastic addition to the community. All of you angels, I love you so much. Make sure you check my community tab. It won't be up today or tomorrow. We'll see. I didn't get an email from the printing place, but that's one of the I want to raffle it off. But if it's not in by Friday, I can't raffle. I'll have to set it back to August 1st. So just keep a lookout, but I will be live on Friday regardless. I just like to have raffle fun. But if raffle fun can't happen until August 1st, we're going to have to just wait for August 1st. Maybe that's the prize we're waiting for. Who knows? We'll get there. But I want to thank everybody. And please, if you're in the Midwest, stay home. Like I told the date, can't be out too late. I got a show tomorrow. So sending each and every one of you love, like compassion, grace, shielding, and protective energy. Please go within. Be the shoulders physically. Be the lighthouses. Seed your truths. Light that path forward. And I hope to see you guys on the next one. And thank you for all your support, your likes, your shares, your subscribes. The help that you guys have been giving me has keeping me alive. So thank you so much. And from my heart to yours, have a blessed and beautiful